Morning, everyone.
Morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Morning.
Mr. Fikens. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Hey, Mr. Richardson, how you doing?
Good to see you, Mr. Richardson.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see you too. You straight?
Mr. Richardson, who's your case manager? Is that you?
It was Ms. Robb, but whoever the gentleman is that's taking Ms. Robb's caseload.
Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, that's his name, Mr. Yancey.
I think you want to give him a call, okay?
Sir?
Call Mr. Yancey.
I apologize, sir, but since the last time we spoke in court, they brought some guys in to Lakeside that had the COVID, and myself and about 11 other guys contracted it.
Oh.
So I'm in a, what's the name? Come in front of the camera and tell him who we are.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going? My name is Joshua Forsythe.
Joshua, my name's Rob Fikens. Nice to meet you.
All right. I'm the recovery coach for Abundant Community Recovery Services.
Great.
Mr. Richardson is in our quarantine unit.
Gotcha.
So he's been here since the 17th.
Oh boy.
So as he stated before, a couple guys from Oakdale have contracted it. So he's been quarantined.
What I'd like to do is text Mr. Richardson, Mr. Yancey's, his case manager's telephone number so that Mr. Richardson can contact Mr. Yancey. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to chat that, or do you, what were you going to say something, Ms. Cleveland?
Yes. Are you trying to let them know that there's only going to be face-to-face today? Is that what you're trying to let them know, Mr. Fikens?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing that per the instructions of Mr. Yancey, who.
Tell them, excuse me, ma'am, they didn't allow us
Mr. Yancey's phone number.
to have a telephone.
Yes. So
any information that you may have sent to my phone, I didn't get it because like he said, I've been here for almost a week.
So, Mr. Richardson, Attorney Fikens is trying to inform you that today the judge is only going to have face-to-face occur, which means we'll be talking to you by telephone. So I'm gonna, I think Mr. Fikens, did you put that in the chat already for him?
No, let me do that right now.
Okay, and your
knows how to
recovery
chat.
coach, do you know how to retrieve the chat?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm
Okay.
going to the chat right now.
Well, but for some reason, it kicked me out of chat.
They did something. So, Mr. Richardson, what that means is that Mr. Yancey is going to call you because we have some things that we have to do in court this morning. That's not actually the scheduled hearings on Zoom. So he's going to call you, but you will also have Mr. Yancey's phone number if you need to contact him as well. And then they'll just talk to you to, get some information. I don't know if you're familiar with that from when Ms. Robs was your case manager, but the face-to-face happens by telephone. And when it happens by telephone, we just ask a few update questions for you and, have an opportunity to discuss one-on-one things that are happening. Okay, that's including you updating him on your current medical concern. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. He's writing the number down now because this is not my phone. This is his phone.
Right.
Gotcha. Thank you, Joshua, for doing that.
What they doing? They need some
Good
help.
morning, Mr. Richardson.
Good morning.
Mr. Morgan, the coordinator. Mr. Yancey's gonna give you a call, okay? He's gonna do a face-to-face. He's gonna do a call with you today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I was just
All right.
saying.
You just let him know I see him and he looks wonderful. Can you hear me?
The judge sees you and she says you look
Is
wonderful.
that the
You look
judge?
wonderful, Mr. Richardson.
Hey, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Richardson.
Ma'am, I'm
Yes.
sorry I apologize for my attire. I know how you are by protocol, but I'm in this place and they just made me grab some stuff. It's some guys that had come into Lake Ridge with the virus and myself and maybe 11 other guys, it just ran through the building just like that. So they brought us here for quarantine. So they just made us grab up a few things and just come here. So I know how you are about our dress code and everything. So I want to apologize to you in the court.
Mr. Richardson, let me tell you something. You have worn your Sunday go to meeting outfit to court so many times. You get a pass. You got a couple of passes, all right?
Yes, ma'am. I sure appreciate you, Honor.
Yes.
Because I respect you in so many different ways. Plus, you one of the few Black women that's in your position. You know what I'm saying? And where I come from, Mobile, Alabama, and the civil rights that I fought when I was young, I'm telling you, Your Honor, you are a real big thumbs up to me. And I respect you and your staff so much, man.
And we respect you too, Mr. Richardson, and I certainly respect you. So listen, I need you to take good care of yourself
Yes,
during this
ma'am.
quarantine. And then Mr. Yancey's gonna reach out today. We've got some stuff going on today and tomorrow. And
Yes,
so Mr. Yancey will reach out today. But listen, if you're having any issues, Mr. Yancey knows how to get those concerns to me, okay?
Okay, one thing else, they took our phones from us. This is not
They
my
did.
phone. This is the coach's phone, and he got to go to other places. So is it all right that we can call him? Because he has to leave when this is over with.
Mr. Yancey, can you get the coach's phone number or do you have it?
We can have a
Who
phone.
are you talking about? Who's the coach, Mr. Richardson?
Here you go, get in front of that's the judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Tell me your name.
My name is Joshua Forsythe. So I'm the recovery coach for Abundant Community Recovery Services.
All right.
And
And
Mr.
so is it okay? if Mr. Yancey gives you a call so that he can connect with Mr. Richardson today?
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
I am going to have you, can you place your phone number in the chat? And Ms. Wilson, I'll ask you to capture that number for me, or you can call the courtroom. Mr. Yancey, will you give out a number? We're streaming live.
Joshua
Why don't
has
you
it
call
in
the courtroom and give your, I don't want you to give your number out because we're streaming live. So
Uh-oh.
if you could call the courtroom and give the clerk your number, does that work for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. That number is 965-2280. We're going to put it in the chat for you as well. 9313-965-2280. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you for providing services to Mr. Richardson.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. We'll hear from you in just a second. All right, Mr. Richardson, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay, all you guys have a blessed day, and thank you so
You do the
much.
same. You do the same. Thank you, sir. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus. We have a little bit of kind of a different situation going on this morning. And so I'll update you all, or Mr. Morgan will call one of you and update you, but give me just a second, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And good morning, Miss Wilson, and good morning, Miss Cleveland. I'm in the courtroom though. All right. Yes, if you could mute me for 1 second.
And you're safe, Judge?
I am safe.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. That's
I
the
am
main
safe.
thing.
I'll be down there in a minute
All
too,
right.
Your Honor.
All right, wonderful.
Hey, Mr. Griffin. If you're talking, Brian, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna give you a call, Mr. Fikens.
Okay, I'll put myself on mute.
Can y'all hear me now? I think so.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Miss Cameron,
Hi.
I'm gonna ask Miss Wilson if Miss Wilson is available to send us into a breakout room. We can discuss your license. So when you get an invitation to accept the breakout room, please accept it. There we go. I got one. Thank you, Miss Wilson.
How can I help you, Mr. Avenger?
Hi, last name is Avenger. I'm just trying to find my correct courtroom. I keep being given this number. I just did call the courtroom and they gave me this Zoom number as well for my meeting. So I'm just trying to check in. I was scheduled for a meeting this morning at 9 a.m. with Judge Sherman.
Yes, Shannon Holmes.
Uh, well, yeah, it said on the card Sherman M, but I don't know if they like scheduled it wrong or with the wrong judge for my last name. Because the first room that I went into, she said she was dealing with I's instead of A's.
Okay, Judge Sherman has a totally different number.
Okay, well that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of, whether if I'm supposed to be with Sherman or with someone else.
Did you go to courtroom 437?
I did, and that's how I got back to this room because they said that I wasn't supposed to be there.
Did you call the clerk for Judge
Yes.
Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
The 965-2280?
No, I wasn't given that number.
No, I gave that number to you in the chat.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Yes, we've talked to you, Mr. Avenger. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but we did talk to you. This is courtroom 133 with Judge Holmes. And
Right.
according to the schedule, you're scheduled with Judge Sherman today at 9 a.m.
Right.
And that's all.
And that's in courtroom 437.
No.
Hold on, just hold on a moment. Let me check something, hold on.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Brimage.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. It's my understanding that all the case managers are doing face-to-face.
Okay.
We saw the judge this morning at 8:30, and that's what Mr. Fikens and I were told,
Okay.
that the whole docket will be face-to-face Veterans Court with the case manager.
Okay.
The judge is here.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, I think I should leave. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Avenger, sorry.
Yeah, you want me to go in? No, we did good
Is
yesterday.
she still on, Mr. Avenger?
Yes,
Lawrence
ma'am.
Avenger?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need you to call the courtroom, please. The 965-2280, so I can give you some information, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hmm.
So on the sentence.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Wilson.
We don't come in court.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, can you put, Attorney Wallace, how you doing, Mr. Wallace, and Mr. Adam Calloway in the breakout room so they can exchange information, and the judge wants them to, we're gonna do a trial date, so we can get a date for that, but at least for them to talk in the breakout room.
Okay, you said Mr. Wallace and Mr. Calloway?
Yes, Adam Calloway in the breakout room, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, let me go out.
And I put mine on. All right, good morning. We are ready to proceed. Let me get the file for the other gentleman.
Okay, well, it's not a file. I gotta put it in a folder, but that's his ticket.
Oh, just call it on the docket. What's his name?
Lady.
Adams Callaway. That's what I usually do.
Hello.
All right, let's do it. All right, I am ready on Adams Callaway. I have case number SP 123-37111. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Ted Wallace, P80922, on behalf of Mr. Martinez Adams Callaway, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Adams Callaway, please state your name for the record.
Uh-oh, I can't hear him.
Martinez Adams Callaway.
Okay, thank you. All right, very good. Counsel, thank you. It's my understanding that you have been assigned by Ruth Carter to represent Mr. Adams Callaway. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so we need to set this matter for trial. And what type of trial will your client be requesting?
Your Honor, I have not discussed the differences between a jury trial and a bench trial. I don't have any of the discovery yet, so I don't have a way to steer him even in that discussion.
Well, counsel, you're gonna have to steer him in that discussion because I need to, at worst case, if you get the discovery or what have you, and you wanna change it to a bench trial, that's fine, or to a jury trial. But yeah, I need you to have that discussion with him because I'm not going to just let this ride out on my docket, okay?
I understand, Your Honor. Then why don't we schedule it for a jury trial?
Okay. All right, that's fine. Ms. Mack, if you could pull up the order. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, very good. We will schedule it for a jury trial. What's first? You have to tell me what's first.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Judge. The first is all discovery must be completed by.
All right, we are going to complete discovery by September 29th, 2022.
Witness list must be exchanged and filed with the court by.
I need the witness list by October 13th, 2022.
That was
All
October
motions-
13th.
October, yes, sir.
All motions must be filed with the court by.
The motions must be filed no later than October 28th, 2022.
Responses to motions must be filed by.
I'll do November 16th, 2022.
And the final pretrial conference and motion hearing will be held
Okay.
on.
Can I get a jury trial date?
Yes. Yes.
Give it to me.
The jury trial date is, February 14th.
Not until February 14th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so we will schedule my calendar. Let me see if it goes out that far. The one I have on my desk, that is. Let's schedule the final pre-trial. You said on Valentine's Day, that's the,
That's what they
oh, okay. Somebody don't have a life. All right. And so we will do the final pre-trial on February 13th, 2022. That will be at 11 o'clock a.m. At which time I am going to also hear motions in limine. At which time the parties must also have agreed upon exhibits as well as jury instructions and jury voir dire. I will hear any motions as to any items that the parties are not able to agree on. It is important to note that the parties cannot stipulate to adjourn the jury trial. The jury trial can only be adjourned by motion before this court and at this court's discretion. If the parties for some reason settle this matter, they must inform the court no later than February 13th, 2023 by 3 o'clock p.m. Failure to notify the court of settlement or of an issue that might require the trial to be postponed may result in costs being assessed to both parties. Anything for my consideration?
Not right now, Your Honor. How do I don't know who I contact for discovery on this matter.
It's going to be Attorney Matthew Rosenthal. You can call and speak with my clerk, Ms. Mack. She will give you the contact information. Ms. Mack is going to print out that order for me. I will sign it. Make sure you give her your email address so that she can email it to you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, if for some reason you get that discovery and it's determined that a jury trial is not what your client wants to do, then please reach out to my clerk. I am willing to resolve this matter, certainly earlier than February 14th of 2023. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Adams Calloway. Look
Appreciate it.
forward to seeing you all in the near future.
All right.
All right, thank you. Counsel, you need the telephone number to my court clerk? Or maybe he already has it.
Yeah, I talked.
Can I?
Oh, I gotta type in.
Oh, wonderful. All right, let's keep going. I am now ready on Mr. Alameen. Counsel, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I need you to, there you go. Wonderful. You're not driving, right, counsel?
I had to stop. I was stopping, Your Honor. I'm stopping. I'm stopping.
All right, thank you. I have the following from Mr. Al Amin. I have case number SP 118-4724, counts 1 and 2. Case number SB 120-0205, counts 2 and 3. Case number SB 120-0897, counts 1 and 2. Case number SB 120-02051, and case number U 594-46721. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Burgess on behalf of All Matters as it relates to Mr. Alameen.
Thank you, Mr. Alameen. Please state your full name for the record.
Mohammed Alameen.
Thank you. And then Ms. Brimage on behalf of probation.
Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department.
All right, thank you. All right, we are here today for sentencing as to Mr. Alameen. And so, counsel, I'm going to start off by having Ms. Brimage. You can summarize your report. It was also provided to counsel, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. And counsel, you've had the opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. No additions, corrections, deletions.
Wonderful. All right, then counsel, are you comfortable with just going right to the recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Before Ms. Brimage does that, is there anything you want to tell me about your client?
Your Honor, I know he has a number of cases in front of you, and I know we were here previously, and I know he had some issues, but I think he's straightened them out. Him and I have spoken a number of times. He does want to make sure he does not lose, his license moving forward. He understands the obligations here, Judge, and I think he's really just trying to get this stuff behind him. I know he picked up a lot of stuff in a little bit of time, Your Honor, but I do think he is moving in the right direction. I think that the court's handling of the matter, I think, kind of gave him a wake-up call as it relates to what could happen to him when he doesn't do what he's told. So I think that was helpful, Your Honor, and I'm asking the court to consider those things when sentencing in this matter.
All right, thank you, counsel. Mr. Alameen, is there anything you'd like me to know about you prior to sentencing? Speak directly and loudly into that microphone for me.
I'm a hard worker. I really don't do much, but I just work hard. Just last time coming here just really woke me up and really put me in the right direction. Everything, how serious it really is. And that's all.
All right, well, if you are willing to, even though I can order some things that I've observed that may be helpful to you and that Ms. Brimage, through her investigation, is recommending, I still need your willingness to do those things. If you really want to move ahead, get this behind you, and really leave 36th District Court in great shape. I need your willingness. Are you willing to work with us?
Yes, I will.
All right, very good. Ms. Brimage, you may proceed with your recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. The probation department recommends that Mr. Alameen be sentenced to 12-month probation, attend 12 weeks of anger management, submit to a mental health evaluation, provide proof of education, complete the marijuana insight class, complete the driver's improvement class, complete 5 days of community service, submit to urinalysis testing twice a week random until negative for marijuana, then once a week random, shall not use or possess any illegal substances, shall not consume any alcohol beverage, pay all outstanding tickets in full, and pay the statutory fines and costs, including supervision fees of $35. In addition, through my pre-sentence investigation, I did discover that Mr. Alameen owes the court $1,145 in outstanding fines and costs. And he does have a case pending. The docket number was provided, but it said 36th District Court, but I didn't see the judge on there. I did provide the docket number in the PSI.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, let me just look at one other thing. And Ms. Brimage, you'll work with him because you're going to supervise this in getting his evaluation scheduled. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll give him the number to the access line.
Ms. Grimmage, tell me about his testing. Has he been doing it random as ordered by the court?
Yes, Your Honor, he is scheduled to test twice a week. He has tested and they are positive for marijuana.
All right, and you understand that while you're on this 12-month probation, no marijuana?
I got my medical marijuana card. I smoke marijuana because, the doctor, he prescribed me medicine, I got a sensitive stomach and I can't take that.
So you didn't get the card? I know you
Yeah.
submitted that.
Okay, because I remember last time I reviewed, there was no medical marijuana card.
I got my medical marijuana card.
Of course.
I sent it to her to even.
All right. All right, very good. So here's what I'm going to do with respect to probation. I am, for the matter that you pled guilty, your client pled guilty to reckless driving, I am going to assess the fine at $275 for that particular matter. And then, of course, the oversight fees, you will have to pay those things and all of that good stuff, right? I am going to indicate that you need to have your fine paid. How long do you need to pay that $275?
I can pay it next week.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will give you until, when am I bringing him back? I'm gonna do 30 days. I'm gonna monitor him every 30 days. So I would bring him back 3, 4, on Tuesday, the 27th. That is Tuesday, yes. So I'll bring him back on the 27th of September. And that would be at 10:00 a.m. And I want you to have the $275 paid by then, okay? All right, just the fine will be paid by then. I am also going to sentence you to 12 months probation. You're going to do 12 weeks of anger management, 2 times weekly, random drug screens without excuse. You can test here or you can test at Aver Health, I believe was in your recommendation. I'm going to also follow the 5 days of community service as well as a mental health evaluation, which needs to take place immediately. I'm going to require you to do the driver's improvement class. You must provide proof of your GED and then no alcohol while you are on this probation. Okay, wonderful. Then that's not going to be a problem for you because you do not drink. I am going to, for the driver's class, I'm going to give the form through betterdrivers.com because I know that he works.
Okay.
And so I'm going to work with you to make sure, hopefully, that you're not going to be missing a whole lot, while you're with us. We're going to definitely work with you, but you're going to have to do your part. And so I'm going to give you, I'll fill this out and I'm going to give you this form so that you can go on, take your class and get your certificate. Start doing this stuff as quickly as possible, okay? Ms. Brimish, did I leave anything out with respect to what you have indicated?
So since he has his medical marijuana card, are we going to strike the marijuana insight class?
No, he's going to still do marijuana awareness.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to actually, where I'm going to send him for the driver responsibility, he can also do marijuana awareness with them. And that's also through e-learning. And so I'm good with that. Okay? All right, but you need to make sure you do it because when he comes back after he takes those classes, he'll have to tell the court what he's learned. Okay? All right, very good. Counsel, any questions for me?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and so he is going to return to court on September 27th, 2022. And that will be at 10:00 a.m. Okay?
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
I have one more thing.
Yes.
With the screening, can he continue at Aver Health? I'm just, because he works during the normal business hours for the court and we're closed on the weekend. So I just wanted to keep the 2 screens at Aver Health.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can do it at Aver Health. Okay? All right. Very good. Anything else?
No.
Nothing else. Now, there were a number of matters, counsel, that, and actually there's going to be 2 things that I'm going to give you. There are a number of matters that were scheduled for dismissal. And counsel, I am going to, because I want you to get a driver's license. I don't make people get a driver's license, but I want you to have a driver's license. So Ms. Brimage, I'm willing to dismiss those matters, but he must successfully complete his probation. If you do not successfully complete your probation, then I am going to set aside those dismissals and you'll be right back where you started from. Counsel, any objection to that?
That seems fair, Your Honor.
All right, I want him to do well. I'm setting him up to be successful, counsel. If he fails, it won't be because this court failed him. It'll be because he failed himself.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so I will do that. I will also note that there are 3 matters that are civil infractions that are not paid for, that your client owes money for. And so, counsel, those matters are, I want to make a record. They are SB 1252733, counts 1 and 2, and SB 1293591. For all 3 of those matters, counsel, I need your client to start paying those, okay?
All right.
Now, again, I'm going to set him up to be successful. I will waive any penalties or late fees with respect to these 3 matters. But I need your client to get them paid. And Ms. Brimage, I'll be looking at least maybe 6 months into probation.
Do you know the total for those?
They have some amounts, but I'm backing out some things. Ms. Mack, what you may want to do is pull those 3 up, back out those penalties and everything. And then that way we can give him an ROA with the amount that he owes on those 3 matters so that you know what you're working toward, right? You've got to get your $275 paid before you come back to see me on September 27th. And then these other 3 matters, I'm backing out a lot of the fluff, and you're going to pay those, and I'll look at like the 6-month mark. I want you to have all those paid. So there's nothing holding you back when it's time for you to complete probation, okay? All right, very good. All right. Any other questions, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Brimage, one question for you, because I'm noticing these are for driving. You had a reference for the marijuana insight. And so is that with Dr. Alexander?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna leave that one.
Well, I use either Dr. Alexander or Dr. Wright, Mr. Wright, whichever one
Is doing it, okay, very good. I'm gonna leave that one, but I'll do this driving course through e-learning, okay? All right, very good. All right, any questions for me?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel?
No questions, Judge.
All right, Mr. Alameen?
No question.
All right, very good. So, Mr. Alameen, I hope that you will take advantage of this opportunity. I hope that you also see that while you have been utterly disrespectful to this court on at least 2 occasions, that we are still willing to work with you. And I hope that the kindness that you've been shown, in spite of the way that you have responded to and the way you have treated me and my staff, that will make you or encourage you to work that much harder, to see that we're willing to put all of that aside to be able to help you. I hope that that's what it'll do for you. Okay? All right, very good. I'm gonna have you have a seat just for a moment. I want to fill this out, and then I want to get him the amounts that he owes. Okay? All right, very good. Counsel, your client is in great shape.
All right, good. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that.
All right. You're very
Have a good day,
welcome.
Judge.
Thank you for your patience. You do
All
the
right.
same. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
I'm just missing 1 civil infraction, Judge. I saw 2.
Let's see. Let me give this to you. And then Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm gonna call the docket. Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, John.
All right. She's in good shape, Mr. Yancey. And so I told her I would cut her loose. Give me another court date for her, for Miss Ariel Cameron. Did they put her on my docket for today? You did, right. Let me call it. Case number Z8083171. And I also have case number 2173118 781. Miss Cameron, speak very, very loudly and state your full name. She's present in the courtroom.
Ariel Cameron.
All right, Miss Cameron. Mr. Yancey, place your appearance on the record, please.
Your Honor, Philip Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Yancey, Miss Cameron has been with me pretty much, well, all morning since 8:35. She's been with me, and I did, for the record, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, have a discussion or say to Miss Cameron, indicate to her that her losing her phone or not having her phone is no excuse for not following the court's orders. Mr. Yancey, I did share with her in the future when she has telephone issues, come down to the courthouse, use the email, because what I do know is that young people do not give up just because they one source of communication or connection is incapacitated. That's one thing I do know. Young and old, we just don't do that. And so I did indicate to Miss Cameron, every time that she does not do what she's supposed to do with respect to this court's order, I am going to interrupt her life. She's gonna come down here, she's gonna sit with me, have to look at me all day or all morning, and then eventually it will land her over at the Wayne County Jail. That's certainly not something I'm interested in. That's not something Miss Cameron is interested in, but I have forewarned her that this is what's going to happen if she continues with this pattern. And so her screens are good. I'm going to release her unless there's an objection or a different recommendation from the attorneys or Mr. Yancey.
No, Judge, there's no objection, and I just want the record to be clear. I talked with Ms. Cameron. She had some questions about her driver's license. Mr. Reed and I went through her SOS. We determined that it's probably a reinstatement fee which is owed so that she can get her license back. We also told her that if there is any problems past that, to come back to court to communicate with us so we can help. I think this court knows that, but she was happy. She got a notice that she's going back to work pretty soon. So I'm happy about that, Judge, because I think Miss Cameron is a good person. I think she has failed in her attempts to communicate, but I think she's realizes now that that's important, not only from our standpoint, but from her standpoint as well. So thank you very much, Your Honor, for your help.
All right. Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, I don't have any objection to what the court wants to do.
I don't know if they can hear you, Mr. Yancey, the recorder.
Your Honor, I don't have any objection to what the court has recommended for the defendant. What I am going to do is give her a couple of my business cards, so she does have my number, which she stated she did not have. Other than that, I believe that she will take what has happened this morning seriously, and our hopes is that we will not have any more communication problems.
All right, very good. With that, Mr. Yancey, what's her next court date?
Yeah, it'll be September 8th of this year at 8:35 a.m.
All right, Ms. Cameron, did you get that?
8:35 on the phone.
8:35, right? Is that what you said? Okay, very good. Then with that, you are all set and you are free to leave. All right, you're very welcome.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you, Ms. Cameron.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all. Someone has joined us.
That's our attorney that's on that last case there. That's at 10:30, Oliver Kyrie.
All right, very good. Counsel, your client needs to join us. There's a pre-trial as well.
Yeah, my client is here with me, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna call you next. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much.
Mine, Your Honor.
Mr. Allen, this one case, that one hasn't been adjudicated. He hasn't gone to court on that one at all. That's like a new ticket or something. That one ticket, the one that have an arrow on right here, is scheduled for 9:15 in courtroom 200. It hasn't been, it's a new ticket.
All right, let me just have that to put in the file. Thank you. Either way, he's got to get them all taken care of before he can leave probation. Okay, yeah, very good. All right, and then Ms. Mack, I'm gonna give this to you, and you know that you have to send this in to Mr. Budaya, right?
Mr. Who?
Budaya, this goes fax to somebody. Okay, very good. All right, I am ready on Al Zokari.
Yeah, good
I
morning.
have the following matters. I have SP 1270643, counts 1 and 2. I also have SP 1270623, counts 1 and 2. Counsel,
Yeah, my name is Nick Franczak, 13744. I'm appearing on behalf of the respondent, and he's present just behind me in my office.
thank you. I need the defendant to please state your full name for the record.
Ibrahim Al-Zakari.
A little bit louder.
Ibrahim Al-Zakari.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning to you. All right, counsel.
May I proceed, or you want?
Today, let's start with the 2 pre-trials first. Have you had an opportunity to talk with the prosecuting attorney?
We have not, but we did what we were told to do. He completed the online class. He has the insurance and he has a driver's license. But I have
All
not
right,
had an
very-
opportunity today to speak with the prosecutor.
All right, we need him to speak with the prosecutor, but as to the, so can you ask Mr. Rosenthal to pop on real quickly for me? As to the 2 formal hearings that were scheduled today for 10:30, Ms. Mack, did any of the officers check in, or any officer?
Not with me, Judge, no ma'am.
All right, Ms. Wilson, do you see any officer? I don't have my screen up today.
No, Your Honor.
All right, so counsel, I will entertain your motion as to the 2 formal hearings.
Oh, that was good. Thank you, Your Honor, for making that inquiry. I would move to dismiss these matters because of the prosecutor's failure to proceed for lack of witnesses.
All right, thank you, counsel. I'm granting your motion. Those 2 matters will be dismissed without prejudice. And then I need you to speak to Mr. Rosenthal very quickly about the other 2, okay?
Could the other 2 be handled similar if the officers aren't present?
They're not required to be present. It was scheduled for pretrial.
Okay, very well.
The
Then
other 2, yes.
I'll be happy to meet with the prosecutor.
All right, very good. Let's have you all do that very quickly. All right. I'm ready to call the remainder of the docket. If we're ready, do we have dates for everyone?
No one, I got some dates, but it's not for these people that's on here today. They gave me some dates for.
I need dates for today.
I know.
I thought you sent that message.
I did. I don't know who's doing the vet.
Mr. Yancey, is he still in here?
He went to get the cards for Ms. Cameron.
Oh, I thought no, he didn't tell you which ones was gonna be 8:30 and which one. All right, let me call Delian Thomas 200-458-0601 and case number Z789707. Mr. Thomas has been adjourned to September 7th, 2022 at 8:45 a.m. And then for Frederick Adams, he should not have been on the docket. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, very good. I'm removing him. We'll get the dates for the veterans. And then let's see, Ms. Cameron. All right. And then is that Mr. Perry that was sitting out?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning, Mrs. Perry. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. All right, Mr. Purry has a face-to-face on today with Mr. Yancey. Good afternoon, good morning, Mr. Purry. Good morning. All right, good to see you. Yes, sir, you're doing well. I love it. All right, very good. Mr. Rosenthal, I am happy to see you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm happy to see everybody.
I know you've been running and we appreciate you. So we're gonna place you and the attorney in a breakout room very quickly.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
then I'll be ready to close out my docket when you come back.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You gotta go see this Brown. She looks forward to chatting with you. Wonderful. And he is enjoying Baton Rouge. Yeah, I love it. All right, I will call her today.
And we should be good to go, Your Honor. So we didn't have the officers for the formal hearing, correct?
No, I've already dismissed those. We didn't have anybody check in.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so Your Honor, for because they did take the course, so the other two counts, which the defense counsel will relay, I'm dismissing the insurance, and then what I'm going to do for the license impaired, I'm going to be amending that to a non-moving, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and that's the only thing they'll be pleading to today, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Rosenthal.
Absolutely, and then I'll I'll email whoever is House Counsel and Miss Mack the offers for tomorrow for our courtroom.
All right, great. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay.
If you guys need me, let me know.
All right.
Thank you.
Council must be talking to is Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. We are actually really good Miss Matt, when they, I need to make sure before we close out today, they give you these dates for these veterans.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
I'll make sure I get it.
all right.
Thank you, Judge.
I think that
Are you releasing us,
I'm
Judge?
sorry. I am, because the last matter is retained counsel. I do need some dates for, Mr. Perry, you're not here because you're in trouble, are you? Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, don't make me cut up at 11:13 on a Tuesday. Haven't had any breakfast. Okay, all right. All right. So you all are good. You all are really good.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Of course,
have a good day.
on standby, because we have things going on. We have
Yes,
stuff
sir.
brewing.
Yes,
Yes,
Judge.
Judge. Be safe, Judge.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. I'm sorry. No, not Mr. Fikens. You would have a face-to-face with a case manager. Yes. He was just, I thought he saw you, but okay. Mr. Yancey, does he know that Mr. Perry is here?
I'm not sure, because he left out right about the time.
Oh, I thought he saw him. Okay.
I'll call him and let him know.
I'm on the phone with him now.
Hold on.
I gotta go check. Where are they? The people, are they coming back in? Miss Wilson, close out that breakout room. Council, are we ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, can you all adjust the camera for me? I'm having some difficulties.
I'm seeing your microphone, Your Honor. There we
All
are.
right, here we go. All right, very good. We're ready to proceed, counsel. It's my understanding that your client is going to be pleading guilty to license improper, and the prosecutor is going to amend the charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Is that your understanding?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let me have you, Mr. Al-Zakari, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Keep your voice up.
I can't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, you may place your hand down. Mr. Al-Zakari, you understand that the matter that's before this court, that you have a right to a trial with respect to both of those matters. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and do you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty on today, that you are giving up your right to a trial in those matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, I need him to be able to answer on his own. All right, I don't want to give the appearance that he's being prompted. And so, Mr. Al-Zakari, did anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to plead guilty on today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Counsel, do you have the ticket with you so that you can do the factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, please voir dire your client at this time.
As I understand it, this is a reduction in the drove while license not valid, and we're going to be ending up pleading to allowing a non-licensed driver to drive. Is that correct?
No, he has to plead to the factual basis of the ticket, and then I will amend it.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Al-Zakari, on October 29th, 2021, were you driving a vehicle in the City of Detroit on Gratiot Avenue. At that time,
I need to
Were
be
you
able to
not-
hear him. He's speaking very slow, very low. I can't hear him.
he's come closer now. Were you
All right.
in your vehicle on that date?
Yes,
Okay. At that time, did you drive while your license was not valid or with an improper license?
yes,
Okay, counsel, I'm satisfied. I'm accepting his plea of guilty. I am amending that charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I am dismissing the remaining matter without prejudice. And counsel, what would you like me to know about your client before sentencing?
I'll be brief, Your Honor, but here's what I'd like to have you know. First of all, he has completed the online traffic school, and I have in my hand a completion certificate. He has a valid driver's license that's currently in effect that I have here in my office, and he has secured automobile insurance. Now, the reason this thing got a little askew at the beginning was he ended up being pro per, appearing in 31st District Court and taking a plea to reckless driving. I made a motion to have that set aside. It was denied. He didn't realize that that carried with it an automatic suspension of his driver's license, and that's why he was driving. So I wanted you to know that.
Okay.
He's otherwise a good person. He's working, got a family, lives in Hamtramck, and we appreciate the consideration the prosecutor and the court has shown us.
All right, very good. And so, counsel, what I will do is I am going to assess, because he's taken the class, that's the most important part for me, is that he's learned from this experience, because he's got, and he's, the other two matters were dismissed, but I want to make sure that he learned from the experience. And so he's taken the class. I'm satisfied. Well, how old are you, sir, Mr. Alco?
20 years old.
You're 20 years old. All right. I hope that you will never get involved in this kind of stuff again, right? That you'll follow all the traffic devices and all of those good things, because as you can see, once you get in it, it's like a never ending story, right?
Correct.
Yes, it is. And it's not even a good story. A lot of times it doesn't have a happy ending, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So today you're going to have a happy ending to your story. I'm not going to assess a fine. I'm not going to assess cost. You've taken the class. You had some other outside matters that you had to pay for. You indicated to this court that you've learned from this experience. Just know that right now I get the A cases. If you're out there driving and doing stuff you shouldn't do in Detroit, you're going to come back to me. And then your next story, it will be a horror story. Did that register? You're looking like, uh-oh. Yes, sir. That's the look I want. Uh-oh. Yes, sir. So today a
That's the
happy
look
ending.
look of fright, Your Honor.
Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. Yes, sir. So today is a good day for him. I'm not assessing anything, counsel. I want you all to go and enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, you went to the outside for it, so you didn't pay it all. All set, we're on, Ms. Wilson, we are all set. Just be on standby because this is specialty court. We are so special. And I'll need you to shut us down. And if we need to come back on, we will do so. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wait a minute, Ms. Wilson, who just chimed in? Y'all take care of that. Jeff said, stop working. You don't even understand, people don't understand. All right, y'all find out who that is and let me know. Okay. All right. Thank you all. I'm in the building. I'm not leaving for the day. We'll get some exercise. Oh,
Can I help you?
Yes, I think I should be in Judge Holmes' courtroom.
What's your name?
Janine Austin. Hello.
Yes, the clerk is looking it up now. Hold on.
So Ms. Austin, you spoke to me on the phone just a few minutes ago, and I informed you of what you needed to do. You have to pay those, you have to pay those fees against.
I have a court appointment for tomorrow. I have 10 tickets with a court date for today at 11 a.m.
Not today, no, not in this courtroom, you don't.
With Judge Holmes?
You don't have a court date today, ma'am. You had a court date with her last week. You didn't show up and the judge put it all in capious, meaning in warrant status.
Here go the tickets right here.
I understand that, but you're not on our schedule for today, ma'am. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, now listen, last week, I called last week. I was a day late. Then I left a message. Then I called back. And then she said I was a day late, that I need to see what
At
her.
that point, it was in warrant status. Yes, ma'am. You were a day late, so it went into warrant status. Because
Okay,
you were
but
a day late.
I was on the phone all that morning for like 3 hours. I was on the court and not knowing none of this information. Now I'm in what? So what does that mean?
Not on the day of your court date, ma'am. You were not. You didn't show up on your court date. You showed up the next day.
And that was too late. The judge had already put a warrant out.
But I came the day before the court date, thinking it was that day before. I left a message on there and everything. Nope, I did not know. So what do I need to really do at this point? Because this is a problem in my life. Like I gather all of these tickets in 2 and 3 months when I've been working on trying to get my license. I don't have no other criminal record or nothing.
I understand that, ma'am. So what you have to do is post a bond on those tickets, and they'll give you a court date to come before Judge Holmes.
Okay.
Okay?
On every last one of these tickets?
On every last one of those tickets, you have to post a bond. Yes, ma'am.
Is it just these tickets or is it more? This is
I
like,
don't know. I'm not sure. Just the ones that was on her schedule. I don't know how many it is, but those are the ones she posted bonds on. I'm sorry, that she put a warrant on, and you have to post a bond on those.
so how, and the only way I can find out if I come downtown to find that out, will I be arrested?
I can't say that. That's not my call.
Okay, I'll just try to find out what tickets and I'll try to pay them. One ticket at a time. I want disability.
I mean, do what you can. I mean, I can't tell you, I can't advise you of what to do, ma'am.
All righty, thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Wilson, can you take us off live?
Yes, ma'am, right away. You want me to end the meeting, right?